One of the other inflationary considerations, I think, for investors, first off, going through all of these earnings seasons over the last year, I think we saw some pricing power for companies, and maybe that'll be reflected in this latest batch of results. But some people have said, well, if the inflation picture improves, all of a sudden, maybe that takes a little bit of momentum away from the sales picture. So maybe you're talking about a little bit of a stall out in the S&P top line revenue story. What would you say to that?
Well, I would say that over the past year, 2 years, what we've really seen is a mini recession in earnings, and it's been all related to the profit margin getting squeezed. I think that whatever slowdown we see in revenues, because inflation moderates, will be offset by an improvement in the profit margin. I think productivity is going to make a comeback. I think AI is not the only technology out there that I think has the potential to really dramatically improve productivity. There's robotics, there's automation, there's quantum computing. So I think this is going to turn out to be something like the roaring 2020s. I started to talk about that a couple of years ago, at which point it looked quite delusional, I have to admit. But now I think it's a reasonable outlook for the economy, and I think by the end of the decade we'll look back on it and say, it started out awful, but it ended up awfully good.